we live with another barbershop talk. Listen, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You know, these is 5 tips. 5 tips to take your barbershop into the next level. So tip number 1, if you're a barber and you've been doing this for some time now, and you got a little clientele flowing, and you feel like now you're getting a little bit booked, okay, and you're booking up and it's staying consistent, and you like how the books is looking, but your pocket's not really feeling it. You know, you got all this extra expenses and things done changed in your life, and you owe a little bit more money here and a little bit more money there. First tip number 1 is to raise your prices. I know people are mad at raise your prices, but that's always the solution. When you need the extra, you have to get the extra from your business. What does your business need to do? A $25,000 Gucci purse wasn't $25,000 in the 70s, okay? It might have been $2,500, but since it's 2021, it's $25,000. Why? Because of inflation. Damn it, things change, okay? Change your price. So that's tip number 1. If you're feeling like you need some extra money, you're feeling like you're not making ends meet, but you know you got a good clientele base and it's flowing for you, then that's a clear sign that you need to raise your prices. Raise your prices. Raise your prices. That's tip number 1. Now, tip number 2. Work in your shop. You know, like if you're a barbershop owner, you know, make sure you go to your shop. Make sure you're hands-on. Even if you don't cut hair, go, show up, be there. Keep your eyes on it. See what's going on. You never know what could happen. People are trustworthy until they're not trustworthy no more. You know, it's your job. It's your establishment. It's your thing. So make sure that you keeping a sharp eye on your business. You know, it might be flowing, might be making a lot of money. You just don't, you ain't gotta show up, half the time. They're gonna sell weed out the back of your shop. That's what's gonna happen. Barbers trying to make an extra dollar. I've seen that a lot, and it's like, well, you're not here, bro. Tip number 3, right? Tip number 3 is you'll be surprised how the little extra stuff in your barbershop makes a difference. Like if you go into a barbershop and you go into the bathroom and he got the little thing hanging over the toilet to make it fresh, or they got some little extra amenities. You might walk out and hit the hand sanitizer thing. You say, oh, I like this barbershop. Might come back here. You never know what those little extra things in your barbershop can do. It could take you a long way. So I start looking around your barbershop and see what are those little extra things that you can start to add in your shop that's going to take your game to a whole nother level. It's going to bring the community in. Add some Amazon lockers in your shop. That's going to bring the community in your shop because they like the Amazon locker. It's in your barbershop. It might take up a part of the seating room, but you schedule appointments anyway. Put some Amazon lockers in your shop. Do you have an ATM machine in your shop? Go try to get one of them Bitcoin machines in your shop. Like what's bringing the people in? Like what you gonna have to bring the people in? What's gonna grab the community? Tip number 4 is advertising. I'm really not seeing a lot of local ads. Trust me, I would see a lot of local ads online if they was putting out local ads. I mean, a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, do that for your shop. I understand. There are a lot of shops on Instagram. I get that. And trust me, ask those shops. It has taken them a long way just with the social media profile. But now you got to market the social media. See, that's when they forget. They're like, ooh, we got the such and such barbershop Instagram. And then we post pictures on it. And, we tell people about it. People lazy about it. When you have to tell people about it, they're like, oh, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to get to it. So don't want to depend on the people to be lazy on it. You want to advertise it. Like, boom, you make people do it. They're like, oh, I got to go push it. I got to go see what it looked like. So that's number 1. That's number 4. Go ahead and advertise your social media. Really push your social media. If you such and such barbershop, make a logo, push it, push that brand in your local community. You could hand out the cards all you want. Hand out the cards. But, when your shop is flowing, that keep loyal barbers. That's it. The barbers just want to make money. Barbers don't want to have to work, and they got to go advertise. That's, it's cool. They supposed to do that. You're supposed to be your own identity. You're a sole proprietor barber, but at the same time, or you might not be a sole proprietor barber. I'm not saying everybody is, but at the same time, your shop's supposed to be a brand. Your shop's supposed to be jumping. My shop, this shit. That's what you supposed to be. You ain't supposed to, like, he got his own Jose Cuts. Like he in his chair and he got his own little whatever, his car, he pushing his car, he getting his clientele up, people starting to mess with him, come back and back. That's cool. That's cool. But if the environment ain't right, they like the fact that they go to Jose Cuts or whoever he is, and they coming in here. They feel the vibe. They like the atmosphere. They love it, So tip number five is simply just the lack of technology. There's a lot of shops that's still stuck in 2006, 2007. So and I'm not saying it's wrong or anything, but what I'm saying is we are progressing into the future. It's getting harder and harder to cash money. You can't even break $100 bills. You used to go to those barbershops back in the day and go in the back room. They had stacks of $100 bills from because everything was different. Things was legal. They was hustling and stuff was going on. It was different, and you could do that because it was their place and people didn't mess with it. And it was really people wasn't that nosy, and it was protected by the community. We don't live like that no more. There ain't no hundreds of dollars in nobody's pockets no more like that. Everybody got 5 and 6 cards in their pocket. So we don't live like that no more. So when you go into these barbershops and you just have the lack of technology, this was the point. The point was that you was opening up this barbershop to pass it on to your children, who's in tune with the technology. You see what I'm saying? This is your skill. This is your trade. This is what family is for. Family, you supposed to be molding your children. I'm not saying that if you ain't doing it and it didn't work, that's fine. But I'm just saying that us as a people, we have to start changing how we think. That's the only way we're gonna do it. The only reason we getting these skills is they're coming through us to be able to teach them to other people. That's all I'm saying. So when you get in this skill, whether your child want to do this or not, you're supposed to hand it off to them. You're supposed to teach them something. And if it don't work out, it don't work out like that. That's fine. I'm just saying that was the purpose. Next lifetime, it's okay. The lack of technology is because you're just getting outdated. So you have to recognize first that you are getting outdated, and maybe you're not offering the technology that other people are offering. It doesn't make sense to be in 2020, 2021, 2022 and going on into the future, and you don't even accept a credit card, you don't accept a debit card, let alone a Bitcoin. I mean, people still don't have those necessary essentials in their shop, and what's going to happen is when we go into a whole digital currency only, you're going to be left behind trying to play catch up. Don't be left behind trying to play catch up in a technology era. Realize what it is. It's a technology era, and that's what it is. Okay? That's what it is.